Yo, let's do through here.
I have trained well.
Level up. Oh yeah.
Rathma has blessed me.
Check out my lights. Fucking dope. Let's stand here. Level 40.
My insight grows.
Nice.
I understand so much more now.
That is so cool. I need to record this.
My master would take pride in this.
Okay.
Rathma has blessed
Dude,
me.
fuck yes. Okay, hold on. How do I record this? Come on, phone.
My power has grown.
Why is my phone so slow? What's wrong with it? What the fuck? My phone just like completely froze. Come on. Oh, legendary.
Rathma has blessed me.
Dude. Come on, why is my fucking camera not working?
I understand
There we
so
go.
much more now.
Alright, guys, check this out. So, every time I level up, my whole setup just like flashes. As soon as
I have long waited
that.
for this knowledge.
I love that. That's so sick. Let's look at the keyboard here.
I have heard troubling news. There is no end to the number of rituals these cultists will use to twist mortal flesh. Some call the process ascension.
Oh my god,
A
I
lie
died.
that no doubt buys them
Sorry.
obedience. But mark my words, these abominations have not ascended. They live only to suffer and
What
hate
the fuck?
until they meet their final death.
So check out what happens when I level up on my keyboard in Diablo 3.
I understand so much more now.
And then my hue lights also do the same thing. It's really sick.
I understand so much more now. My power has grown.
No, I didn't even know that thing like picked shit up for me. That's awesome.
Weakness consumes you.
The Rift Guardian has found.
My master would take pride in this.
Long ago, I would open rifts for the Nephilim to help them train for battle. They fought bravely, facing down enemies in places pulled from the deepest corners of their memories. Ours is a race of great power, but we are nothing unless we temper it with skill. If you are to achieve your birthright, then well...
I understand so much more now.
Yes, I live.
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
Brave the rifts, and you will be well rewarded.
My master would take pride in this.
So look what happens like when I level up in Diablo. Get a little bit further back, but like my whole room just like lights up. Look what happens when I level up.
I have trained well.
All my hue lights and razor shit like light up. It's so awesome. Alright. Let's fucking do this.
My power has grown.
Fuck yeah. Oh.
My master would take pride in this.
A lot of gold.
My power
Ooh, a
has
death
grown.
breath. My first one. Very nice.
I understand so much more now.
You still like a charge barbarian? Wow.
That foe will die. I need to go back. My master would take pride in this.
One hit and I die.
I understand so much more now.
Nice.
The Rift Guardian has
Oh my god, a legendary for the barrel, holy shit. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
My power has grown.
Oh shit.
Understand.
Oh, what legendary? Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. Ooh, like the thunder
There is
one.
no room.
No room. Oh no. Oh shit, I should go to that first.
I am returning to town.
New goods today.
I can bring that down.
No, you cannot. Oh.
Rathma has blessed me. All must serve the cycle.
Woo! Ring, nice. I don't know if you noticed this here. Oh shit. Blood thief. Oh. Oh, hell yeah.
My bag is full. I need to go back.
Oh, I've never had this done before. Hell yeah. Hold on.
Such a brave soul.
What's the best weapon? I don't know.
What a steal.
That is too expensive.
Okay, there we go. That works for me. Nice. Oh, this was gonna be great, actually. I'm about to hit 70. Hell yeah. Then I'm gonna get the real legendaries. What's gonna matter?
I have long waited
Fuck
for
yes.
this knowledge.
Officially 70. Now the real
My
hearing
power has
starts.
grown.
Paragon.
I have trained well. My master would take pride in this. I understand so much more now.
Ooh, treasure goblin.
My insight grows. I have trained well.
No legendary, lame.
I have trained well. I must wait. I have trained well. I must wait. My master would take pride in this. I have long waited for this knowledge.
I'm full.
I have trained well. Rathma has blessed me. My insight grows. I have long waited for this knowledge. My master would take pride in this.
Oh, I got my first level 70 legendary. Oh, let's go get it. Chest armor, nice.
My power has grown. I understand so much more now. This will be it. My wounds have closed. Pride in this.
Bracers, nice.
I have long waited for this knowledge. need to go back.
That's fucking ID everything.
I understand so much more now.
Oh wow, nice. That's not as good as. Not as good, no. Oh hell yeah, very good. No. Belt, definitely good belt. Oh yeah, that looks good to be. And I'll keep that. Alright, just, oh, what's this? Oh wow, that's a big difference. Oh yeah. Movement speed, cooldown. I'm guessing resist all. I'll probably do resource cost reduction. Actually, no.
Thank you for coming here. There are many.
Let's see what happens, shall we?
That fool actually killed me. Of course, this was not my first time stepping through that door, and I imagine it won't be my last. Fortunately, I am well prepared. Some would say that animating a constructed body with preserved memories is not truly coming back to life. I say those fools don't understand the sheer wonder of being Sultan Cool.
Unleash your power.
My power has grown. My master would take pride in this. have trained well.
Nice.
This creature will die. Healed. I must wait. I have trained well. A fine corpse. I must heal. I have long waited for this knowledge. My power has grown. My master would take pride in this. I need aid. I must wait longer. I understand so much more.
The Rift Guardian is here.
I have trained well. I am overburdened. My wounds are deep. My power has grown. I need to go back.
Hey lady, I got some...
Returning to town.
Impressive.
I have long waited for this knowledge. restored. Rathma has blessed me. My insight grows. An interesting opponent. I understand so much more now. Trained well. Give it more time. My insight grows. You will make a fine corpse. I have trained well. My master would take pride in this. Long waited for this knowledge. The night embraces you.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Rathma has blessed me. I am returning to town. All must serve the cycle. More time. I'm on the mend. Well. Give it more time. An ally has left. My foes grow weaker. I have long waited for this knowledge. I am overburdened. I am returning to town. I need to go back. My insight grows. Returning to town. An ally is left. My foes grow weaker. I have trained well. An ally has left. My foes grow weaker. An ally has left. My foe.
Prove yourself.
An ally has joined me, but our foes gain strength. An ally has joined me.
Prove yourself worthy.
My power has grown.
Holy shit, Torment 13.
I understand.
Sorry I haven't
so
been
much
talking,
more
I just
now.
playing.
My
I don't
master
know, I
would
just like
take
to
pride
chill,
in this.
kill shit in this game. Now I'm just picking up loot.
That foe will die. My power has grown.
Oh fuck you, I'll go.
My master would take pride in this. My insight grows.
So
I have
that
trained well.
monk build has been around. Oh, green boots. Don't know what the fuck it is.
I
Oh
understand
shit!
so
Oh, it's
much
this
more
thing.
now. My insight grows.
Oh my god! Hell yes!
My bag is full. I am returning to town.
Hell yeah! Another green thing. Fuck yeah!
My master would take pride in this.
Holy shit.
I have trained well.
My goodness, I'm leveling up like crazy.
I understand so much more now. My master would take pride in this.
Fuck yes. Oh my god.
My power has grown. I understand so much more now.
The Rift Guardian has found.
I have trained well. There is no room. I am returning to town.
You look like you could use a new one.
I cannot afford
I
that.
had that thing.
I am returning to town. My power has grown.
This is cool. Oh my god, I suck it and get a legendary. Amazing.
My insight grows. I have long waited for this knowledge.
Legendary.
I understand so much more now.
What the fuck is that noise?
I understand so much more now.
Oh my god. Yes.
My insight
Fuck
grows.
yes. Fuck yes.
am overburdened. I am returning to town. That is not possible. My power has grown. My insight grows. Ah, an interesting opponent. My power has grown. There is no room.
The Rift Guardian is here!
I understand so much more now. I need to go back.
Tyrael, it's been interesting for me to see all of these places where you and the Nephilim journeyed. I've heard so much about your adventures with Leah and Cain. I almost feel like I was there.
They were trying times.
Your trial is complete.
Rathma has blessed me.
All time, hell yeah. Legendary time. Oh my god. Look at this, 3 green things. Oh my god, yes.
I have long waited for this knowledge. The night embraces you. My master would take pride in this.
Is he not? Oh, he's trying to farm the other thing.
My power has grown.
Doing? Ooh, legendary. Did he get him?
I understand so much more now. I need to go back.
Oh, hell yeah.
Rathma has blessed me. My master would take pride in this. This will be a challenge. I'm losing strength. My power has grown. I understand so much more now. I need healing. I'm on the mend. I have trained well. Heal me. I understand so much more now. Do not fear the end. My insight grows. My master would take pride in this. The grave beckons. My power has grown. I must heal. Rathma has blessed me. I have trained well.
The Rift Guardian.
I understand so much more now. I need to go back. Don't be shy. Rathma has blessed me.
What? I didn't even know I had that thing.
That is too expensive. My insight grows. I understand so much more now. waited for this knowledge. I can bring that down. I have long waited for this knowledge. Bless me. I understand so much more now. I have long waited for this knowledge. My insight grows. I have trained well. So much more now. I have trained well. Decay and rot. Razma has blessed me. I'm on the mend.
The Rift Guardian!
I need to go back. I have trained well. has left. My foes grow weaker.
Nice. That was a good little boost. So let's take a look at like other like let's take a look at necromancer builds. Looking at like build guides basically for the necromancer, just to see like what the hell I would even need. So let's see. Jesseth. This isn't listed under anything. The fuck? Not sure what I want to do right now. Intelligence, crit chance, physical damage. So this has intelligence, physical damage 20. It just needs crit chance. So what's the second one? A fourth, increase attack speed and vitality. So life per hit. And say goodbye. That's enough. Okay. Intelligence skeletal mage vitality armor. So intelligence vitality. So you see to change Death Nova to skeletal mage. Okay. Good. Intelligence, crit chance, vitality, good, good. Increased damage versus elites, which it has. Cooldown of skills, that's fine, I guess. For rings, convention of elements, crystals, and some other circle ring, I have no idea. Socket, crit chance, crit damage. So it's just socket. Oh, so socket, crit chance, crit damage. Then the other stuff. Okay. Haunted Visions Amulet. Do I have such amulet? No. Gonna change what? Vitality?
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
survivability. And we're going to need to generate that essence for our main damage dealer, Skeletal Mage Singularity. Singularity makes you spend every single point of essence that you have to spawn a single mage that is more powerful for every point of essence that you've spent. Now, at its base effect, the Skeletal Mage only lasts 6 seconds. So while ideally you do want to wait to have max essence to pop the most powerful Skeletal Mage possible, sometimes you just want to make sure you have a Skeletal Mage out, so even if you have to pop it at, say, 50, 60% essence, do it just to be able to deal some damage. Now, to help us regain that essence, we're going to have Devour Cannibalize. This gives us essence, and it also gives us back life. We'll want to be spamming this constantly. Also, to help with the essence generation, we'll have Command Golem, Flesh Golem. This synergizes well with Devour. When you reach an elite pack, you're gonna spawn a Skeletal Mage. You're gonna pop all Bone Armor. This gives us a nice defensive buff that lasts 60 seconds, and the Harvest of Anguish rune will help our move speed. At low level, we don't have a lot of gear, we don't have a lot of Paragon points, so our move speed isn't quite capped. This rune will help us move a little bit faster. Now, the great thing about Bone Armor is that it lasts 60 seconds, but it's on a 10-second cooldown. You can have a maximum of 10 stacks. And the best part is that to refresh those 10 stacks, you just have to hit a single enemy. You don't have to hit 10 enemies. So once his power goes up, it should basically never come down again. Then lastly, we'll be taking Blood Rush. This is a fantastic mobility skill. It helps you move faster, but also helps you get out of tight situations. Now, for the rune, you have some choices here. You can go with Transfusion if you want an added source of healing. You just want to make sure that when you Blood Rush, you are rushing through enemies. However, you can also go with Molting in order to leave behind an extra corpse. When combined with Devour, this will basically nullify the health cost of Blood Rush, which typically costs 5% of your health, and would also let you recover 10 essence. Then for your passives, you're going to need Overwhelming Essence. That is 40 additional essence, which translates into a ton more damage for our Singularity mages. Then we'll want Extended Servitude. This is 2 additional seconds on our Skeletal Mages. Very important for their uptime. Then we'll take Commander of the Risen Dead in order to reduce the cooldown on Command Golem by 30%. And then for even more recovery, we can take Life from Death. Anytime you consume a corpse, which will be all the time, you have a chance to spawn a health globe. Singularity mages are incredibly powerful, and with this build, you should be able to smash through all your objectives to get your first Hatred gift and your first 2 pieces of the Pestilence set. So now that you have your 2-piece bonus, let's take a look at our gear. Our Pestilence set. The 2-piece bonus makes it so that every time you consume a Corpse Lance is fired at a nearby enemy, and Corpse Lance is one of the strongest skills in this game. Now, the build that we present here already factored in that we would be moving towards Pestilence, so we actually don't have to make any changes to this build once you get the 2-piece bonus. The main difference is that now Devour becomes an incredible source of damage by firing off Corpse Lances. Further, your Flesh Golem becomes even more important. Not only will it allow you to pop an additional Skeletal Mage, but also fire off 8 Corpse Lances. Once you engage those elites, you'll be bringing a lot of pain. And in order to complete your objectives to get the next Hadrig's Gift, you're gonna need that additional damage. Now at this point, changing your Blood Rush rune to the one that sheds a corpse becomes a little bit more important because now that corpse is also a source of damage. However, in my experience, it's still not really needed. Once you reach the Rift Guardian, as long as you have your Golem, you should be able to fry him in seconds. Alright, so now you've got your second Hadrig's Gift, you have 4 pieces of Pestilence. How does that change our build? Well, now, for every enemy hit with either Bone Spear, Corpse,
Such a brave soul.
Prove yourself.
Dang, Rift 65.
My power has grown. My master would take pride in this. I understand so much more now. Rathma has blessed me. My insight grows. My master would take pride in this. My power has grown. This creature will die. I understand so much more now. I need aid. I must wait longer. I must heal. My master would take pride in this.
I'll just wait for him.
Rathma has blessed me. I understand so much more now. My insight grows. My master would take pride in this. My master would take pride in this. I understand so much more now. I must wait. I have long waited for this knowledge. My master would take pride in this. My power has grown. Rathma has blessed me. My insight grows.
Oh, it just goes white, huh? So.
My master would take pride in this. I have trained well.
The Rift Guardian.
I must wait. Run it. You have triumphed. My name is Urshi. And like when the if you have it, what do you need? I am returning to town.
Wow, look at all this stuff.
Your skill has grown.
Fortune favors the bold. See you soon. That is too expensive.
Enemies of the Nephilim surround you.
I understand so much more now.
Just gonna wait.
I understand so much more now. I have long waited for this knowledge. This will be a challenge. My power has grown. My insight grows.
So much progress. Oh shit, time to go.
Give it more time. I have trained well.
Okay, I'm gonna go get some milk. Thirsty.
My insight grows. I have trained well. Rathma has blessed me.
Nice, nice. Back. The problem is listed.
My insight grows. My insight grows.
Oh shit, he died. Oh my god.
Give it more time. My insight grows.
What's he doing over there?
Rathma has blessed me. My insight grows. Rathma has blessed me. My power has grown.
The Rift Guardian has come.
Never. You have triumphed. What do you need? I need to go back.
Don't be shy.
I cannot afford that. My power has grown.
What is the other stuff I need this in? Bane of Trapped Enforcer. Design Stone of Vengeance. I was about to grab my mic as like a drink. Oh my god. Intelligence, socket, vitality, crit chance. Does it have intelligence? Yes. Have socket? Yes. Vitality? Yes. The crit chance. Oh my god, this helmet is amazing.
Many Nephilim.
Very good. Very nice. I'm very happy about that. Nice.
My power has grown.
And I hit 200. Hell yeah. That was the goal.
I have long waited for this knowledge. My insight grows. Rathma has blessed me. Rathma has blessed me.
Oh, that's a nice portrait frame for this. Hell yeah.
That needs to recharge. Rathma has blessed me.
Corpse Lance or Corpse Explosion. The amount of damage you take is reduced by 2%, up to a maximum of 50% damage reduction, which lasts 15 seconds. And again, this is something that refreshes the full stacks based on one single enemy hit. So once you've got your 50% damage reduction, as long as you are firing off a Corpse Lance at least once every 15 seconds, you maintain your full 50% damage reduction. Now this makes getting the Molting Rune on Blood Rush even more inviting, because that mobility skill has a 5-second cooldown, meaning as long as there are enemies on screen, you should be able to refresh your 4-piece defensive buff every 5 seconds. Why? Because you're leaving behind a corpse, you're going to devour that corpse, which is going to fire off a Corpse Lance to strike an enemy. Now at this point, there is one change you might want to make to this build beyond your Blood Rush. let's take a look at the skills again. While it's great to have that 50% damage reduction from your 4-piece bonus, you have to build up to that damage reduction. Meaning before that point, you're rather vulnerable. And in order to get your 6-piece bonus, you have to do a Greater Rift 20 solo, which could bring a pretty big amount of pain down on yourself. So we're actually going to change our Bone Armor rune from Harvest of Anguish to Limited Immunity. This makes it so that Bone Armor only lasts 5 seconds, and it increases the cooldown to 45 seconds. This means that most of the time you will not be benefiting from your Bone Armor. However, what it does mean is that for 5 seconds you are completely invulnerable, and you don't even have to hit any enemies. So the strategy is, once you enter your Greater Rift 20, you're gonna go find some enemies, you're gonna pop your Limited Immunity, you're gonna pop your Command Golem, and you're gonna try to Corpse Lance as many enemies as possible, as quickly as possible, to build up your 50% damage reduction. Because once you have that far outweighs the benefits of having Bone Armor up constantly. And then beyond that, the rest of the build keeps functioning the same way. Same skills, but now you're struggling a little more. Actually, I don't even think struggling is the word. As you're seeing from the gameplay, which is probably looped by now, it was by no means a struggle to get through this GR20, but it did take me a little bit longer than the easier objectives. Now let's go back to the gear. I'll have a link in the D3 planner to the full optimized yellow gear that you'd like here. But again, I did this with unoptimized gear. Some important things that you may want include physical damage, because both your mages and your corpse lances will be dealing physical damage. You can get that on your amulet and your bracers. You'll want to squeeze in crit chance and crit damage wherever you can. Then on your helm and boots, you can get skeletal mage damage. And if you're able to, on your chest and shoulders, you can get corpse lance damage. But again, check out the D3 planner for the perfect yellow gear. Just note that there's no point in having corpse lance damage before you have the 2 pieces of pestilence. But again, check out the D3 planner for the perfect gear. Then once you have your 6-piece bonus, you're very well positioned to move into a full-on pestilence build. So do check out our video on that, because that's going to wrap up this video. Thanks for watching. Special thanks to my Twitch and Patreon supporters for making these videos possible. If you like what you see on this channel and want to support the creation of more content, you can pledge on Patreon, where your support is immensely appreciated. As backer rewards, we have behind-the-scenes content, monthly virtual hangouts, and more. If you enjoyed this video, please share it, check out these other videos, and subscribe to join Riker's Raiders for more Diablo content.
Want to see what you'll get? That will look
I
nice
cannot
on
afford
you.
that.
Hey folks, this is Riker with a Diablo 3 Season 13 Necromancer build guide. This guide is an update to my Season 12 Pestilence build guide, so in this video we're going to update you on the absolute best skills, stats, and gear, and we're also going to cover a speed variant of this build for blitzing through T13 rifts. I know a lot of people don't like the playstyle of the Pestilence Corpse Lance build, but for blitzing through T13, it is super fun. Now let's take a look at the skills and the gear that you want, and we're going to assume that you've already watched my previous video on this, so if we cover anything too briefly here, feel free to check out the old video for a deeper explanation. For this build, you need the full 6-piece bonus of the Pestilence set, and we're going to use this to launch Corpse Lances all over the screen. We ideally want to combine this with the power of the Compass Rose and the Traveler's Pledge. This set gives us a lot of toughness while we're moving around, and a lot of damage while we're standing still, which plays perfectly into the playstyle of this build. This build revolves around 10-second damage windows. Outside of those 10 seconds, you're not dealing damage, you're running around hurting enemies, so that's when you're mobile, that's when you want toughness. And then you're going to stand still to deal your damage, to throw out your Corpse Lance barrage, and that's when this set gives us our damage. For our belt, we want Dainty's Binding. This gives us more toughness. We're going to want to always be cursing enemies. For our weapon, we want Trag'Oul's Corroded Fang. We won't be using Grim Scythe, but we do want to deal more damage to cursed enemies, and that part of the effect still applies even if we don't have Grim Scythe. Our offhand item won't matter. It's going to be the stats on the item that matter, so you're going to get whichever Necromancer Phylactery you can get that will roll with the right stats, which we'll highlight in a little bit. Similarly, the Bracer also isn't too important. However, Nemesis Bracers tend to be the best here. These let us spawn more elite packs, and this build is an elite hunter. That said, you can also go with Lakuni Prowlers to squeeze in an extra stat, or if you haven't gotten good Nemesis Bracers yet, you can use any bracers. Next, you need to have a Crisbin Sentence to deal a lot more damage to enemies that you're going to slow with one of your powers. In our cube, we need a Rylena's Shadow Hook to absolutely maximize our damage. That's why we're also going to want to be stacking as much essence as possible. We need the Corpse Whisper Pauldrons to make our Corpse Lances deal as much damage as possible. And we're going to throw in a Convention of Elements for even more damage. Onto our skills. Our main damage dealer here will be Corpse Lance, Brittle Touch. If you want to push the highest Greater Rifts possible, the Cold Rune here is going to be the one you want to go with. We'll actually be using the Poison Rune in our speed variant. We want to combine this with Land of the Dead Frozen Lands. This gives us our 10-second damage window. The entirety of this build revolves around waiting for our next Land of the Dead window in order to spam the crap out of Corpse Lands. We're combining that with Simulacrum Reservoir. This is going to double our essence, and as we said, more essence, more damage. When you're ready to open your damage window, you're going to start by popping Simulacrum, then Land of the Dead, and then open fire with Corpse Lance. We're going to work in Decrepify Borrowed Time. We always want to make sure that enemies around us are cursed. And this rune will give us more cooldown reduction. More cooldown reduction means less time to wait for our next Land of the Dead damage window. Next, we're going to want Devour Satiated. You're also going to be spamming this during your Land of the Dead window. This effect stacks, and it's going to build up to giving you a big health boost over a long period of time. Then lastly, we want Blood Rush Molting. Mobility is very important, and we need molting because we need to be able to leave a corpse in order to break doors. That's one issue with this build. You can't open doors, you got no generating attack, you got no attack beyond Corpse Lance. So in order to bust open a door, you Blood Rush to leave a corpse, and then fire off a Corpse Lance to break it open. For our passives, we want Overwhelming Essence to give us more essence and thus more damage. We want Stand Alone to gain more armor and thus more toughness. We want Final Service as an extra life. And we want Blood as Power for more cooldown reduction. Now let's quickly go over what stats you want on every piece of gear. I'll drop a debrief planner link in the description below to show you every piece of gear and its optimum stats. That's what I'll be listing off right now as I mouse over my less than optimal gear. But despite this, and despite having no augments basically, clearing Greater Rifts in the 90s is a breeze, and with practice and augments and Paragon you can push a lot higher. The world's greatest necromancers have used this build to push up to Greater Rift 122. For your shoulders you want Intelligence, Vitality, cooldown reduction, Corpse Lance damage. As a general note on secondary properties, try to squeeze in a secondary resistance wherever you can, or pickup radius, or health globe bonus. For your helm, you want Intelligence, Vitality, then you can go with crit chance, but you can also go with life percent. Because we're using Brittle Touch, and if we're pushing high Greater Rifts, we're going to quickly build up a lot of critical hit chance, which makes having critical hit chance on your gear not really necessary. So wherever you'd like to, you can sacrifice critical hit chance on your gear in order to gain more toughness. For your Traveler's Pledge, you'll want cold damage, critical hit damage, then either intelligence or raw damage. In general, you always want intelligence on your gear, but as you get higher Paragon, as you get more augments, you're getting more intelligence naturally, and then you can afford to sub intelligence for other stats. For your gloves, intelligence, attack speed, crit damage, cooldown reduction. For your chest, intelligence, vitality, corpse lance damage. For your bracers, cold damage, intelligence, vitality, life per hit. For your belt, intelligence, vitality, life percent, armor. For your pants, intelligence, vitality, armor. For your boots, intelligence, vitality, armor, life regen. For your legendary ring, you're going to want to either cube a Crispin Sentence or a Convention of Elements. Just use on your character whichever you have a better version of. And the ideal stats you'll want will be intelligence, attack speed, crit damage. For your compass rose, you want damage, intelligence, attack speed, crit damage. For your weapon, you want cooldown reduction, attack speed, and then either percent damage or intelligence. And very important as a secondary, plus max essence. Again, more essence is more damage. Then for your offhand, cooldown reduction, corpse lance damage, max essence, and then if you want, you can get crit chance or you can get vitality instead. For your legendary gems, you want a Bane of the Trapped. You want a Zay's Stone of Vengeance. Both of those give you more damage. With your Zays, you want to keep your distance. More distance means more damage. And you want a Molten Wildebeest Gizzard for more survivability. Now we're just going to have a very quick talk about attack speed breakpoints. If you've exactly followed all the stats to get on every piece of gear, and you've maxed out your attack speed in Paragon points, then you don't have to worry about breakpoints at all. If you follow this exactly, you will have 1.72 attacks per second. As you can see, I don't. I'm missing a bit of attack speed, and that's actually a costly mistake. So again, without getting into the complexities here,
I am injured. I have long waited for this knowledge. I understand so much more now. My insight grows. I'm losing strength. My wounds have closed. I understand so much more now. I have long waited for this knowledge. I understand so much more now. My master would take pride in this. This will be a challenge. My master would take pride in this. I understand so much more now. I must wait.
The Rift Guardians arrive!
You have tried. see what we can do. I am returning to town.
Your skill has...
I understand so much more now.
You look like you could use it. What a steal.
I cannot afford that. That needs to recharge. An ally has left. My foes grow weaker. That needs to recharge.
done streaming for now.